Nope, I'm just eating chips and salsa.
Alright, everyone can hear us. So, talking mode. Alright. So, anything you want to talk about before we start doing Sudoku?
Nope, I'll try not to be too crunchy.
It's alright. I
I
mean, I'm.
Martha. Nope,
Hmm.
I'm just eating chips and
Alright, everyone can hear us. So,
salsa. That's
there we
weird.
go. It's because I had my phone audio on. So,
Ah,
dying a horrible death.
yeah, Martha had been in Lebanon. She stopped by Parky's and got some colorful black bean and corn black bean salsa,
Hmm,
and the
that
stuff
sounds
is
pretty
so
cool.
good. Oh,
I
it's
need to
really
get
good.
water.
She and I had been there one time, and we both really love this salsa.
Nice. Alright, let me get Sudoku ready. Click over to studio mode because I forgot to set the browser. That should be quadrangling here. Cool. And then we can transition, and I can get out of studio mode. Alright. Haven't had any exciting things happening on my side. Just trying to stop coughing. I ran out of cough medicine, so I'm gonna have to buy some more. But other than that,
Do you like
I think
pineapple?
not really.
Oh, okay, because pineapple and pineapple juice are kind of supposed to be good for that.
Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't like it very much. Um,
Okay.
although it might be like a more of a texture thing than anything else, because I mean, I'll eat pineapple flavored like candies, although I don't know how accurately flavored they are. I mean, I've had pineapple before, so that they're not like too far off, but I don't know, pineapple flavored stuff, and like if there's
Yep.
like a fruit salad cup or like a like chopped fruit, usually those have pineapple in them, and those aren't like awful or anything.
See if you can get some orange pineapple juice from Fresh Time.
Mm-hmm.
That might, I mean, if Sarah likes it, that would be, she could drink it if you don't.
Yeah. Um, and I guess if neither of us like it, we can always just sort of figure out a way to transfer it. So yeah, and then okay, I guess I'll talk about like scheduling things
Later.
afterwards. Yeah. So
Uh huh.
cool. Then let's hop over to Sudoku. Before I do that, I'm gonna hit start recording. So that way, we have a recording of solving this puzzle. Although since I'm still coughing, that'll be fun to edit if I ever get around to doing that. Puzzle we were in the middle of last time, Quadrangling by Tallcat. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Pink lines must contain a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits in any order. Digits in a white circle must appear at least once in the four surrounding cells. And that's it. Just renbands and quadruples. Yeah, we got a lot farther than we thought we were going to get earlier on, and then we figured out what we were doing a little bit more. But where are we now? We know that this here has to have a 3 or 4 on it, because it couldn't have a... Hopefully my coughing's not too loud. I have a compressor that's supposed to make it quieter, but I didn't listen to last stream. But anyway, um, how did we determine that this couldn't have anything fancy on it? It's the 3-4. Here and here, I think. I think we learned those before we learned that. Um, Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. So if this has to have 3 and 4 on it, then that means its max is 6, and the only way we get a 6 is if we put a 5 here. But it could have neither 5 or 6, and we put a 1 up here, and put a 2 there. Or we can have a 5 over here, and no 6, and put a 2 in here. Doesn't feel incredibly enlightening yet. Is there more we can do with this one? The 8s only work if this is a 7. 8, 5, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So if we have an 8, that ends up being a 4. And the 7. Although I guess we know our 4s have to be in one of those two positions. We have to have a 4. If we have a 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it has to be 2, 4, 3, 6. Well, I guess this ends up being a 2, 6 pair. Because a 2 removes a 7, which places a 3. And it was a 2, 6 pair. Six and 7. Oh, it was the 6, 7 on here that made the max 6. Because I had to have a 6 or a 7 in here. That's what got it. Okay. If we imagine that this is a 6 or a 7, what does that imply for this? If it's a 6, well, it can't connect to a 4. And if it's a 7, it can't connect to a 4. If it's 6 or 7, then this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Which a 6 would go to an 8, 9 pair. A 7 could allow a 6, 8. So we only get a 9 if this is a 7. And is there any reason why that wouldn't be allowed? Not that I know of yet. What about 4s in here? I can't put a 4 here, because it would see both of those. A 2 or an 8? I've got my 1, 1 here, which forces a 1 to be in one of those spots. which puts 1s in here. Which we knew from the beginning. Okay. But I have to have 1 from 2 or 3 in here. Which means I can't have a 2 on here. So, because I can't have a 2 on here, that means my minimum is 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 7, 6. Well, I guess I already knew that. Because 6 is the only thing that's forced on there because of that. Ah! Could I put a 4 on this V Renban in here? I think the answer to that question is no, because 4, 5, 6 doesn't get us up to 8, and 4, 3 would get us to 2, but 4 and 3 would break this 3-4 pair. So 4 comes off of the Renban in the middle. You're still with me, right, Mom?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I had
Muted because of the
muted
chips.
that. Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
And then forgot I had muted because of the chips.
7 is possible. Could I put well, I couldn't put a 5 in here, because 5 has to be in one of those. So this is 1 through 4, or 6 through 9. And if I put a 6 on here, I put a 7 there. And I can't do 4, 3. So it's either 1, 2, 3, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Which it could be 7, 8, 9, making that a 1, 2 pair. That would be just fine. And I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 3 would be just fine as well. Maybe that's not where we're supposed to look. I am not sure where to look at all. I mean, we know that this is 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Except you can't put 2, 8, or 1 here, so it's a 7, 9 pair. We've got 1, 2, 8 left there. What about in this box? 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. This one isn't a 9. Three and 4, and 6. This isn't a 5, and that's not a 1. Right, that could be 1, that could be 2. This could be 1, and we could put a 6 over here, and that's 7, 8, or 9. If this was 1 through 4, this is 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah. Okay. If this was 1, then I'd put 2 here. And then my 7, 8, 9 would make that a 1. Or just simply that 1 places that 1. Okay, never mind. One, 7, 9. This isn't a 6. This isn't 3 or 5. Five's out. 6 is out. 7 is out. 3 is out. And I can't put 4 on either of those. Well, I can't put a 4 here, because that would have to be a 3. I can't put a 4 here, because that would have to be a 3. Okay. Well, this can't be 1 or 2, because if it was 1 or 2, it would have to pair with the other one of 1 and 2, and 3. Because it can't be anything other than 1, 2, 3, and 4. And since 4 was removed by this and this 3, 4 pair, this would have to be a 3 if it's a low digit. it's either a 3 or a high digit. And if this is a high digit, it has 7 and 8 on it. Either that or it's a 1, 2, 3. And I know 1 goes up here. I also know that 7 goes up here. One of these two is 8. One has to be one of these two. Why am I in alphabet mode? We know this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This isn't a 3, and this isn't a 5. That wasn't particularly helpful, so what about the rest of the digits? 1, 3, 4, 7. Can't put a 5 up top. Nor can you put a 1 up there. That's not particularly helpful. 7, 3, 6. This can't be a 6. So it would see both possible 6s on here, which has to be on here. I feel like there's some logic over here in this column that I'm not getting. Got that quadruple done. I've got this quadruple done. What am I missing over here? No, there's a 2 here. It doesn't feel like any Sudoku left to do. It's gonna have to be some Renban or quadruple logic. That's a 3. We put a 3 over here, which is fine. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I know that this overlaps once with that. This can't have a 3 on it. Because if it did, it would overlap with this. And you'd have 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you wouldn't be able to place the last digit. So there's no 3 on here. Which means 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9, 8, 7, and 6. So 7 has to be on here. Rules it off of the rest of it.
Oh, the 6s come off of the rest of there, too.
That's true. So, okay. Where's 2 in this column? It can't go on this Renban. And it's not in this box because the 2's over here. So 2 has to be over here, which rules 2's from the rest of that. 6, 8, 9. 9 comes off. 9 comes off. 9 comes off. 9's out of there. 6 and 8. That's a 2, 5, 7 triple. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 is still possible.
Right.
Seven, 4. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or, I guess you make that a 6, 8 pair, a 7 and a 4. So 4, 5, 6, or 8, 7. Oh. But 6 and 8 comes out. Suddenly this is 2 or 4. And where's 2 in this row? It's not here, and it's not there. So 2 has to be in here, which means that 2 comes out of the rest of it, and I can't do 1, 2, 3 anymore. So this has to have 7 or 8 on it, and we get a 1, 9 pair. So we get 8, 7, 6, 5,
The 1 comes out of the
2,
center
7.
digit.
A 1 out of the center digit. Now this 7 means this is a 4. So this is a 3, 4, 3, 3, and 8. And 4s are out. 7s are out. 7 has to go on this Renban. 6 has to go on the Renban, so 6 comes out of there.
The the Renban that's below box 5 has a 3 on it, so it can't go to 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 6, and this is a 2. Oh yeah, the 7 got taken out as well, so more
Oh, well, that
reasons
would have been
why.
simpler.
Nine, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 7, 2, 4, 5, 3, 8, not a 2, not a 6, not a 7, also not 7s. Apparently this is a 2 because the 8, 9. And 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8 is resolved. 2, not a 6, have to have a 6. 6 comes off. 3, 4, 1, 2. And 5 has to go here. 8, 1, not an 8.
Box 7
3,
has lots of stuff.
6, 8 pair makes this a 5. 5, 8, 3, 1, 2. So none of those are 1s. This isn't a 3.
Okay.
6, 8, and 9 makes that a 3. You can't put a 1 on here.
There's only one
8,
spot for
9
the 1 in
pair.
that box.
6, 1, 7. And now 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's an 8. 7, 6, 9, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 1, 9, 5, 4, 3, 5. This can only be a 4, 9, 8, 2, 1, 2, 5, and 4. And what are we missing? The 8 and 6 over here. And it took us a little over an hour and a half. But that was because we were tired last time. And just a little bit more tinkering around to finish that puzzle. That was a hard puzzle, I think.
Yeah, but it was a good one.
Yeah. Alright. Then, let me go ahead and mute that and remove the bookmark. And then we should do a quick puzzle here. One up, number 11, by Rodolfo Kirchan. Bars divide each row and column into segments. Every number between 1 and n must appear in a segment of length n, which can be a one-cell segment. Alright, but that is it. This isn't a Sudoku. It's a much different puzzle. Bars divide each row and column into segments. Can this be a 1 then? And then this would go 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks like it's a full segment. Okay. This would be a full segment. That would be 1, 2. This would be 1, 2, 3. 3. 2, 3, 4. Where this can't be a 4 because it's in that segment. Fine. 3. Can't put a 3 in this segment because it's already got one. And you can't put a 4 in this one because it's already got one. So this is a 4. This is 2 and 3. And you've already got a 1, 2, so that places a 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've already got a 1 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one already has a 3 and already has a 2. So this 2 rules it out of both of those. This is 1, 2. This is 1, 2, or 3. The 1's already there. 1, 2, 3, and 6. So that would be 4, 5, 7, and 8. And 4 and 7 are already in that row. This only goes to 4. It goes to 4. 4. I already have a 1 in that segment, a 4 in that one. So 9, 7, and 4 are already out. This one has a 3 in that segment and a 2. And it's not big enough to have... Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's already a 1, a 2, and a 3. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doesn't go to 8. So where can I put an 8 in this row? Here, it looks like.
Row 4, there's already a 5 in the segment to the right.
This 2 places 3 and 2, taking 2's out of there. This one's not a 3 because of the 3 over here. A 1, 3 pair. Takes 1's out and this 3 out. This goes all the way up to 8. And 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one, not a 6. This can't have an 8 in the row. This is a 1, 2 pair where this one already has a 1, and this one already has a 2. So 1's are out from here. This is a 4, this isn't, and it already has a 2, so 3, 1, 2. 2's are out. This one places 3. No 9's and no 7's in this column. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can't put an 8 in this row. And 1, 2, and 3 are already in this row. One and 6 are already in the row. 1, 2, 3 in the column.
Column 6, the top segment is only 3 long.
3. No 1 because of that, and no 4, which is not allowed in that column. Oh, this 3 takes that 3 out. And then here we've got a 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just said 1, 2, 3 out of there, and there's no 6.
Row
2,
1,
3
there's
pair.
a 2, 3 pair.
Yep. So 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 8. Not an 8. Not 6's.
The last column, the top section, has a 4 in it.
And that makes this a 1, 2, which makes this 3. For 6
There's a
pair,
4,
1
6.
and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 4, 3 and 1 and 3, and 1 and 2, and 2, and not 2, 1, 3. 3 comes out. 2, 1, 2, 3. This sees 2 and 3, so that's a 1. This is now a 3. This 5 makes 6, 4, 6, 5. This 6 makes this a 5. 7, 5, 4, 6. And the 4 to the left of it and the 5 to the left of it makes it a 7. And that's it. It was a nice, quick little puzzle. Definitely very interesting spin on the logic here. That one was quick, so let's go on to a harder one. This one is on Logic Master Germany, and has a very long rule set. So actually, let me go ahead and head over to Logic Master Germany here, and find the rules. Oh, I don't have it easily on hand. So I guess what I do is we go over here and we type that into Sudoku pad. What am I doing? This would be smarter to do this. Copy, pause. Then we can cut and paste. Okay, so the rules to this puzzle: polar foil, Roggen deconstruction, because this is an April Fool's joke apparently. 11 by 11 deconstruction rules apply. Fill the grid with 9 non-overlapping 3 by 3 square regions, such that each region contains the digits 1 to 9 once each, and no digit repeats in any row or column. Cells outside regions do not contain digits. All cells that contain digits form a single orthogonally connected region. All cells that do not contain digits form a loop that is one cell wide and does not branch or touch itself even diagonally. The following standard clues appear in the puzzle. Thermometers. Digits on thermometers increase from the bulb. Region sum lines. Box borders divide each blue line into segments with the same sum. Renban lines. Purple lines contain a non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. Nabner lines are gold lines that contain a non-repeating set of digits, and no two digits on the same line can be consecutive, regardless of their position on the line. So that would be like all the odds or all the evens, for example. But you could also do 1, 5, and 9. And many other types of reverse Renban, which isn't quite Renban in reverse. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Nab-Ner is Renban in reverse. Anywho, digits in cells with a shaded square must be even. Digits in shaded cells which circles must be odd. However, all clues are Roggen. For the purposes of this puzzle, a thermometer is not Roggen if any cell on the thermometer contains a digit that is equal to or less than a digit in a cell that is further from the bulb. A region sum line is not Roggen if any two segments, as divided by box borders on the same line, contain a set of digits that sum to the same number. Excuse me, okay, so it's important to note how they must be wrong. So a thermometer is not Roggen if any cell on the thermometer contains a digit that is equal to or less than a digit in a cell that is further from the bulb. So they must be strictly the opposite of how thermometers normally work. And a region sum line is not Roggen if any two segments, have the same sum. So they must all be different sums. A Renban line is not Roggen if for any digit n that appears on the line, another digit on the line is equal to it or consecutive with it. Which is interesting because normally you could have equal digits on a Ren, or you could not have equal digits on a Renban. But we're saying that an equal digit is not making it wrong. All right. A Nabner line is not Roggen unless all of the following conditions are true. The smallest digit on the line is consecutive with exactly one other digit on the same line. The largest digit on the line is consecutive with exactly one other digit on the same line. And all other digits on the line are consecutive with exactly two other digits on the same line. So the Nabner line just becomes a Renban. A cell with a shaded square is not Roggen if it contains an even digit. Shaded circle is not Roggen if it contains an odd digit. For each of the clues above, cells that do not contain digits are ignored. In addition, exactly one of the following chess-based constraints applies. Anti-bishop, anti-king, anti-knight, or anti-rook. Which means that cells separated by a bishop's move cannot contain the same. If it was anti-bishops, and we get the chess pieces. Bishops move diagonally, kings move to one step adjacent. Knights move in a strange L-shaped pattern of two in one direction and then one in orthogonally from there. And then anti-rook is horizontal and vertical, which is regular Sudoku rules, which is already something that is part of the puzzle already. All cells that contain digits form a single orthogonally connected region. Except it said, however, all clues are Roggen for the purposes of this puzzle.
Right.
But then it was talking about the standard clues. So I would assume that the 11 by 11 deconstruction rules apply still. Which still means that anti-rook is just regular Sudoku rules. Alright, I think, maybe, that I understand what's going on. Any questions, Mama, before we start the puzzle?
I guess not.
Okay. We will probably refer back to this quite frequently. So let's restart to get a good understanding of where we are. So these are our Nabner lines, which are actually Renban lines. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Although it doesn't necessarily have to have 7 digits on it. And these must be strictly...
Aren't the shaded squares now odd instead of even?
Yes. And the circles are even instead of odd. How do we start this puzzle?
With the shaded circles and squares.
Well, the thing is, they're not necessarily...
broken, if they're correct.
Yeah. Now, I think... all cells that contain digits form a single orthogonally connected region, and all cells that do not contain digits form a loop that is one cell wide and does not branch or touch itself even diagonally. Does that mean it's just the loop around? Those are all zeros? Well, not exactly zero, but... because this is 1, 2... that's a 9 by 9.
Or 3 by 3 if you want to count it that way.
3 by 3, and then... yeah, so I think... our Sudoku grid is just here in the middle. And then we just ignore what's going on out here. Exactly one of the following chess-based rules apply. Okay. Alright, well, in that case, then, yeah, so our circles would normally be odd, but now they're even. 2, 4, 6, and 8. 5's not an even number. And all of our squares, which would normally be even, are now odd. Okay. And these equal sum lines are irrelevant.
Right.
This one's irrelevant, because you can't have 4 that sum to the same as 1. And this one's irrelevant. So all of our equal sum lines are irrelevant. 11 by 11 deconstruction rules apply. Fill the grid with 9 non-overlapping 3 by 3 square regions such that each region contains the digits 1 through 9 once each and no digit repeats in any row or column. Cells outside the regions do not contain digits. All cells that contain digits form a single orthogonally connected region, and all cells that do not contain digits form a loop that is one cell wide and does not branch or touch itself even diagonally. I mean, that's the only way we can do that, correct?
I believe so.
So all of our equal sum lines are ignored then, because they just don't work.
Just because it doesn't branch.
Well, if
well, yeah, because it forms a closed loop.
It's a closed loop that can't touch itself.
Right.
So, like, let's say I moved this one step over. It wouldn't work.
If you moved it over and down.
Then it wouldn't be orthogonally connected anymore.
Yeah.
And
like
if I moved
stick one.
Like right here?
Yeah.
But it's not orthogonally connected.
Does it say that the boxes have to be orthogonally connected?
Yeah. All cells that contain digits form a single orthogonally connected region. I guess I could zoom in on this. Well, that's not exactly the zoom in I thought was going to happen, but...
okay, yeah. Yeah, then that would be...
so that this was correct? That's the only way that this works?
Yeah, I was not retaining the... yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all of the equal sum lines, we can just completely ignore the blue lines. Unless, if any two segments on the same line contain a set of digits. Yeah, so that sounds like it doesn't matter, like, in each of these, like, individuals, right? Like, those don't have to be different numbers, because they're not on the same line. These two have to be different. They have to be different because Sudoku. But this can't be the same as any of that, because this is minimum 10. And they had to be 3x3 square regions. And since I'm pretty sure this is how this has to work. So then, where would we go from here? Because the only thing that would, like... I guess there's this one. And all clues are wrong. And it's a thermometer. Any cell on the thermometer contains a digit that is equal to or less than a digit in a cell that is further from the bulb. So this has to be strictly greater. So
Right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in fact, that's the same as over here. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, one thing we know from here is that this region is that, and therefore this. So these cannot be consecutive. In fact, a Renban line is not Ragan if any digit n appears on the line. For any digit n that appears on the line, another digit on the line is equal to n, or n minus 1 or plus 1. So we know that this, no consecutive digits appear. So this cannot be a 2, because it would be consecutive to this 1. And that propagates up. And the same thing occurs here. And now this cannot be a 4, otherwise it would force this to be a 3. And that propagates up. And reason I know that that is the same as down here is because, again, this is that. Which this should probably be a different color, red or blue. So this cannot be a 4. 5, 6, 7, there. And now we get pairs that influence things over here. 7, 8 pair. Take 7 off of my odd squares. And now this Nabner line, which is actually now a Renban line, can't have 9 on it, because then it would have to have a 7 or an 8 with that 9. 5, 6 pair takes this off of my odd square. Okay. 5s are out of the middle digit. Means this can't be a 4 anymore. And 3s are out of the smallest digit. That would force this to be a 4. Okay.
Well, and if you give the other,
This can't be a 9 because it's not in this set.
I mean, those are just whatever that word is. Because
Nabner lines?
no, that where they're the same digits in the whole going across the
Stripe?
same the stripes. Yeah, there's a word for it, and I can't think of what it is, but because like the bulb end that's there in box 2, that's gonna be at the top and
Yeah.
the bottom.
And a pair of them end up on this Nabner line. I don't remember what it was. There was another puzzle we did recently that had that.
But the word that I'm trying to come up with and is eluding me, and
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Um. Dying. Okay, well, 8's ended up here, and 7's over here, because we've got a 7 pair there, and an 8 pair there. Hmm. Exactly 1 applies. Watch it be anti-rook. That is the only one that applies. This is a Renban. Okay. If this is a 5, then this is a 6. The 6 pairs with a 7, 8, and 9. So 5 pairs with 6, 7, 8. These are either even or odd. But these, if this was even, this doesn't have to have an even on it, because these could be a pair of odds in the even here. Where do we look next? Because there's not that many clues. But okay.
Well, in box 8, the thermo,
Yeah.
that's gonna be in the top row of box 9, illuminating the 2 and 4 from the circle.
Right. And this ends up being consecutive.
Right, and there's that Nabner line that's now a Ren man that goes from box 3 to box 6. That's gonna be part of the. We know the top one is 6, 7, 8, 9, so.
Legion's sum line is not Roggen. Any two segments as divided by the box borders on the same line contain a set of digits of the same number. But this is a 1 that connects to a 4. This is a 5 that connects to a pair of 1s that see each other. Those see each other, those see each other, and this is a 4 that sees a 1. So the equal sum lines are completely ignorable. 3, 4, 5. I don't think that's helpful. But these two can't be consecutive. And it's either 6, 7, 8, which would put the 7 here, or 7, 8, 9. Making this 6, 8, or 7, 9. And this can't have 6 or 8, because it's either... Wait, no, they can have 8. But they couldn't have 6. No, they could. Because 6, 7, 8 has both 6 and 8.
Well, since there's a Ren band that's now a Nabner line. Yeah. Those are gonna have to be either all even or all odd.
Yeah. Six, 7, 8, 9.
Alright. Those are gonna be if it's 2, 4, 6, those are all odd.
Yeah. And they'd have to be 1, 3, 5. If it's 1, 3, 5, we get 6, 7, 8. Does this end up being 246? No.
No. Because it's 6, 7, 8. 6 and 8 come out. 1, 3, 5. So that's 2, 4, and 9. Right?
Yeah. It's 249 or 135. 249, 135. And 135. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. And the 6 goes to 7, 8, 9. 5 goes to 6, 7, 8. 6 goes to 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. 5, 2, 4, 6. 4, 6, 1, 3, 5. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. 7, 8. 8, 9. And this isn't a 7 either way. And 6 is out. Go like that. 8, 9. And you'd have the 8 removed.
So
That's
that's
not
an 8
right.
either way.
No, it's because I messed up. Not 6, 8, 9, it's 6, 8, 7. This becomes a 7, and the 7's removed. And then 9, 9. This one would not be a 7. 8. I'm going to remove those digits because they've got lots of stuff going on. What would be going on in here? This would be 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8. And this must be strictly smaller than that one. The 8 comes out and the 6 comes out. And 7 and 9. Because this is smaller than that.
Except that there's no 2 in that box now.
Oh, that's because I messed up. This one is actually our 249 group. This one, or it's 135. And this is the smaller one. So the 2 and the 1 come out. And the 5 and the 9 come out. One, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6.
2, 4, 9.
3, 5. Oh, derp. Derp, 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 derp. Red must be odd. Because we've got our even square in there, which is odd.
Right.
So 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. Six, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6. This one's not a 6. Those don't have that in them. 1, 3, 5. Not a 1, not a 3, not a 5. 7, 8, 9. 5. 9. Must be. It's an odd circle, so it must be even, so it's an 8. 6, 7, 8. Not an 8. 5. 2, 4, 9. 4, 9. 8, and 7. Dying a horrible death. 9. 9. Not a 7. 9. Not 5 or 7. Okay. And this must be smaller than this. 5 and 1. This is a Renban line. 9 doesn't have an 8 to connect to, so this ended up being a 9. And 2 and 4 have to be connected with a 3. Seven. 9. 7 can't connect to 5. 6, 8 pair takes the 6 out.
Column 8, 2, 4, 6 triple.
2, 4, 6. Places a 7. And now this is even, so this must be odd. And, well, this is fairly restricted. 9, 6, 8, 7.
And the bottom is low, so the 5 comes out.
And the 1 comes out of the top one. Alright, it could be more restricted, though. So that's a little upsetting. But, more progress has been made. This is a Renban line. 9, 8, 7 doesn't work. So, 2, 4 pair places a 9. And now we have to have a 9 in here, and it can't go here. And
There's a 1, 3, 5 triple in the column.
right.
So it can't be 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it could.
Can't be 7, 8, 9. And we said 1, 3, and 5 is out.
Right.
2, 4, and 6. So we can't do 1, because it would have to be 2 and 3. But that's not allowed.
Right.
So it can be
2, 3,
3.
4, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Either way, there has to be a 4 in that Renban.
So the 4
So the
comes out
4
down here.
In fact,
Oh,
in column 8, oh,
this 9 forced 7 and 8.
right.
6, 8 comes out. Somehow I ended up alphabetical again. Probably. Well, I'm not sure. Anywho, 6, 8. 6 can go to either of those. Column 8, you said.
Yeah, the two empty ones are 1, 3, or 5.
They can't be 1, 3, and 5. I've got a 1, 3, 5 here and a 3, 5 here.
Oh, maybe.
1, 3, 5, and 9.
Okay.
And actually, the 9's placed. Because where do I put 9? Not here, not there. And it can't go here, and it can't go on my even circle. So this
Right,
isn't
yeah,
a
I
9.
was just, it's like, oh, well, the 2, 4, 6 is out. It's got to be 1, 3, 5 left. I forgot the 9.
um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This isn't a 5, this isn't 3 or 4, and this isn't 1 or 2, and this is the largest digit. So this
It
isn't a
cannot be
5,
1.
but it can't be 1 or 2, so it has to be our 5. So there's a 1 here, a 3 there, a 5 there. This becomes 1. That's not 1 or 3. This isn't 5. And now this must be smaller than that, so it's 1, 2, or 3, and it can't be 1 or 2. So 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 is out. This is a 5, which removes our possibility for 2. Yeah, because it had to be the even digits above and below.
Right.
4, 6, a 5's out here. That's a 2. 9, 2, 4, 1, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1. This isn't a 9. This isn't a 3. And 6, 5, 3, 9, and 7. 1 and 4. I mean, this isn't 2 and 8. But this is a 4. That's a 1. This isn't a 1. That's not a 4. This has to be smaller than this, so this isn't a 2. Nine, 8, 1, and 6. Also not 3 or 5. 2, 4 pair makes this a 7, a 5, a 3. There's a 6 in this box. Places 8 and 2. 1, 3, 5. 1 and 5 makes that a 3. 5, 1. 2, 4 pair makes the 6 in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and remove
Box
my red and blue
6.
coloring.
Yeah.
Box
Box
6,
6, that's got to
the
be a
2.
4. Or 2, yeah. Whatever. It has to be smaller than the 3.
Yeah. And now my leftover digits. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. 6 and 9 from the row. 7 and 8. This is a 9. That's a 6. An 8 and 7, 9. 8 and 7. 8 and 6. Congratulations, and thanks for solving this weird troll of a puzzle. In keeping with the Roggen theme, and because it feels appropriate for a puzzle like this one, I'll encourage you to reverse the usual scale when you rate this puzzle's quality, i.e. give it a not nice at all if you really liked it, down to a very nice if you really didn't.
Well, there's that
Yeah.
like to this puzzle at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, I can't unlike it after liking it. That's funny. But on Logic Masters Germany, row 6. Now, is row 6, or is it row 6? 3, 6, 9.
Omitting empty cells. Oh.
369-851-742. Let's try that. Hold on. Can we get it in English? Here we go. 369. Yep, submit. Congratulations, you have solved the puzzle. Yep, that was right. And it's got a 3% rating. Yeah. So that was the reason for that
Right.
puzzle. Yeah, that was a good one. That one
Is there a
was
spot to
definitely
do the
to rate it.
to rate? Uh-huh.
Um, I might have to make an account,
Oh.
which I can do, so that we have an account for next time. But I'm not seeing a way to rate it without an account. So, probably for good reason. You probably don't want ratings from on non-accounts. So I'll
Right,
make an
yeah.
account for next time and then make sure to rate that after we're done streaming.
Because people tend to be dicks and
Exactly. All right. Well, we've got one more puzzle lined up for the time that we
okay.
have, and I guess real quick, let me go ahead and remove this bookmark and play this video in the background. But all right. Polar Attraction by Yatato. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Within each cage, digits cannot repeat and must sum to the small clue in the top left corner of the cage if given. And that's it. Just killer Sudoku. Well, these two cages here are empty, or excuse me,
Well,
are 8 cells each. So they're
there's a
each missing
3-cell
only one.
6 and a
True. That's a
3-cell
1, 2,
24.
3, and a 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, these 3 cells can't be in here, so they're in this group. But that means that those 3 cells are those 3 cells. And the same thing's going to occur right here, where they have to be those 3 cells and those 3 cells. Dying. So, there's one digit that overlaps between the 2 groups. Okay.
And it
This
must be 4,
large
5,
digit,
6.
yes.
Because look at the red.
Yeah. Because if it had a digit that was...
One of those must be 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. And so if it had another from 7, 8, and 9, then that would be 4, 7, 8, and 9s. And so the overlap digit is also in blue, which again, one of them is a 1, 2, and 3. So if I had another 1, 2, and 3 in blue, then that would break. I would have 4, 1, 2, and 3s. So this is 4, 5, and 6. And this is 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, or 9. And this is 4, 5, and 6, or 1, 2, and 3. Now, this digit, this 7, 8, and 9, has to be in the 16.
Right.
And this 1, 2, or 3 has to be in the 24. Because it can't go in 13.
Right.
So our 24 has to have a 1, 2, or 3. Interesting.
Well,
Now,
and the 7 has to have 1 from 1, 2, 3, and 1 from 4, 5, 6. But that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the red and the blue.
yeah. Now, okay. This 16 cannot have both red digits in it. So this 7 is the 1, 2. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These two digits. So, this is 7, 8, and 9. And in fact, I'm going to color these differently. They're purple. And this one, I'm going to color differently. I'm going to color it green. And this digit is my digit that's in the 24. And therefore, these two are the 13. And with that, this 1, 2, and 3 can't be in the 13, so it's not blue, it's green. 1, 2, 3. So these two sum to 13, and these two sum to 7, so we can't have another 4, 5, and 6. And so therefore, this digit is red, and 13 is 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, or 9. This is not 4, 5, or 6. It's 7, 8, or 9. And this blue digit becomes that blue digit.
Now you need to change the red and blue up there, the blue, red, to something else.
It's orange. Okay.
So now the red digit. Mm,
Well, it can't pair with the green digit,
right.
because these two are max 17. And
No, they're not.
17 and 8 and 9?
They can't be 8, 9. Look at the top of the column.
Oh. 6 and 9
15
is
would be max.
15. And you can't put a 2, 3, which would be 5, which is 10. But even if they were 17, again, 2 and 3 and 17 is only 22, which is also too small to be 24. So therefore, this is my red 1, 2, 3. And I can't put 7, 8 together in this 16, because I still need 3 more. So this digit is a blue 7, 8, 9. And now, what else? Dying?
Well, 8 has to have 1 from 1, 2, 3. But it can't.
It could be any of the 1, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
And again, I can't pair another 1, 2, and 3, or excuse me, 7, 8, 9 with the 16. So that goes up here, making that one of those two. And then this yellow 1, 2, and 3, I can't pair that with green. So that goes over here. So then we get a yellow 1, 2, and 3 there. And so now this can't be 1, 2, or 3, or 7, 8, and 9. It's 4, 5, or 6. Okay. I feel like I've played this puzzle or seen a similar puzzle be played. I think it might just be a similar puzzle. Anyway, 24. I have to do 2 digits from 7, 8, and 9.
Right. So,
Because if I didn't, and it was 6 and 9, then I
right.
would need another 9, which could only be done with 4, 5.
Right. So purple is one of the two in box 8 that's also in the 24. And black is in box 7,
And
which
that,
places black.
exactly, in box 1.
So column 3 has left white, yellow, and whatever that gray one is. I guess those are both 4, 5, 6, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Because
they're
this
not.
has to be, this can't be orange or blue,
Yellow is 1,
red,
2,
green, or
3.
black. And yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. This one's silver, and then this is dark gray.
Right.
And then what are these two? Dark
Dark
gray.
gray and purple.
And
So
then
then
there's
left
too
with,
much over here.
right.
But we have to do something similar up here. Where this 16 has to have... Oh, no, it doesn't. It has to have a purple. It has to have purple, which is 7, 8, or 9. So it can't be 1, 4, 5, 6. And therefore, because it has to have at least a 7 in it, I have to have 2 from 1, 2, 3. Because if I
Right.
didn't, I had a 7 and a 1, 4. 1 and 4 is 5, plus 7 is 12. Then I have to have 4 or fewer if I were to try to change that. Which I've already said it isn't allowed. So this has to have 2 from 1, 2, and 3, which means green is over here, and yellow is paired with purple, because it can't be red. Which means this isn't yellow, this is 4, 5, and 6, and this is not gray, it's 1, 2, and 3. And that means this one is also silver, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Well, the
Row
last
2
digit...
is, I was going to say, row 2 is left with green and...
Gray?
Yeah.
And then I think this is yellow.
Green and gray.
Yeah. Purple, not green. Okay, and now inside of our 16, I've got 2 from 1, 2, and 3, 1 from 7, 8, and 9. So I must have 1 from 4, 5, and 6.
Right, and it's not silver.
Yeah. So it's either orange or
gray.
gray. And now 24, we've got 2 from 7, 8, and 9, 1 from 1, 2, and 3, and then the last has to be 4, 5, or 6. And then that is again either gray or orange. And now by 12, or let's see, this 9 is blue, purple, or black. And my 12 has to have blue, purple, or black in it, and orange, silver, or gray. Silver, gray, or orange. And now 8 has to have 1, 2, or 3, and a 4, 5, or 6.
Row 4 has left all 3 from 7, 8, 9, and 1 from 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. All three from 7, 8, and 9.
One of the
So
7-2 is the blue, or
blue,
center
purple, and
2, not
black.
7-2.
These aren't blue, so blue has to be there. This isn't purple or black, because I've already got my 7, 8, and 9 here.
Right.
So those are my 7, 8, 9.
Well,
I
then
can't
that
put
means
another in
that
here.
that last one is from 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. It's 4 or 5. And it is either orange or gray. And now these have to be our 1, 2, 3, because I can't put another 1, 2, and 3 in my 24.
Right.
And it can't go here because I've got 1, 2, and 3. And I've already got my 7, 8, and 9. So, and this isn't
And
red.
the one in the bottom of column 4, the 4, 5, 6 is orange or gray.
Yeah,
But it doesn't mean that it's has to be only from 4 or 5. Never
yeah.
mind. But there in the the corner of box 8 from the for the 12, that
Mm-hmm.
cannot be purple.
All right, because
Because
this is
purple
purple.
is over there.
In fact, this is purple, and that can't be purple either. And this is blue. This can't be blue. This is a mess of colors. I would hate to be
Yeah.
colorblind.
Well, and I'm not colorblind, but look in there in box 8 where the orange and the purple are together.
Oh yeah, that
For
those
me, it's
those don't.
amazing how little contrast there is between that orange and purple.
Yeah, and orange and purple are not next to each other on the color wheel.
No, but they both have red.
Yeah, and the purple's not very bright.
It's more pink.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of red in it and not very much blue. And I mean, orange is red and green, and mostly red and not much green, which some art major people are going to be upset at me for talking about it that way. Because I look at color theory with a physics perspective, with red, green, and blue, rather
Right.
than yellow.
I don't think I shared that. There was a little, it was probably in Reels,
Hmm.
that had it's like if you make these colors of light and you put something to cast a shadow, it casts the shadow in these 3 colors. And then if you move so that the shadow goes through that, I don't remember now. I don't think I shared it though.
Hmm.
I'm surprised I didn't just because it was fun, but I can check.
I mean, unless
Oh yeah,
the
I did share it.
oh, you did.
I did share it 6 days ago.
I'll take a look at that afterwards then.
Yeah, a blue, a green, and a red flashlight, and
Mm-hmm.
it was interesting.
Oh, yeah, I think I did see that you shared that. I just didn't know what it was, and so I didn't click on it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
which of course is why I shared it. But
These
I
two
found
aren't
it interesting,
green.
which is why I said.
Fine. Alright. That's 13, that's 13, that's 13. That doesn't matter because this isn't even numbered. Oh, this could have a high digit in it, so that doesn't even matter. I know it has to have a red, yellow, or green in it, but then it could have a high digit in it. It could be a 7, which is blue, purple, or black.
Of course, the 1, 2, 3 can't be red on the bottom or green on the top.
Right, red and green. Now, whichever one is the low digit finishes the low digit for its row.
Right.
But that's not enough information because I know one of these is 1, 2, and 3. One of them is 4, 5, and 6, and the other is 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
The 7, 8, and 9 from here finishes it for its column, but again, I don't know which one's 7, 8, and 9. Hmm. If this is a 1, this is a 6, and this is a 7. 2, 5, 8, and 3, 4, 9. Is that important? Because 3, 9, 2, 8, or 1, 7. 8 and 6 is 14. 12 and 4 is 16, so the sum's not the same. And 10 and 5 is 15. That's because this goes up 1 and these go down 2. Because if this is 1, 6, and this is 6, 7, but that doesn't... Green is one of these two. Yellow, be any of them. Red is one of those two. Blue we know is there. Purple, or pink, has to be one of these two. That doesn't seem useful quite yet. Running low on time. How long was this? It was a longer video.
Okay, the big unnumbered or unscored cage that's in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Cannot have black in it.
No.
Black is a 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah. So it has...
It already has blue.
has to have silver in it. Got red, yellow, blue, orange, needs purple, and gray. And if we look up here, we've got red and orange. Excuse me, we've got red. It can't have yellow in it. So it already has blue, already has orange, already has purple. So it's green, silver, and gray. Green, silver, gray, and black. My two low digits are yellow and green. If red is 3, then I have 1 and 2 in here. Which I could have any of the other digits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. If red was 2... but if red is 3, then blue is 9. And I know I don't have blue in here, I have purple. So I can't have 1, 2, 9. Because 3 and 9 work together. And I know I don't have blue. 2 and 8 work together, so I can't have 1, 3, 8. And 1 and 7 work together, so I can't have 2, 3, 7. In fact, I can't have 2, 3, 7 at all, or I can't use 2 and 3 together at all. So red cannot be 1, because I have to have a 1 in here now. The 1 and 7 isn't allowed, and therefore 6 isn't allowed. So 6 is not orange. And 24 has to have 2 high digits. And 9 works with 3. So if blue is 9, then I don't have a 9 in here. It's 7, 8. And therefore red is 3, which I know I don't have red in here. So I couldn't have 3, 8. 3, 7, 8. Alright, but what about... Well, I don't have blue in here, which means I can't have both 8 and 9. So I have to have 7 and 9. Yeah, I had to have 2 low digits. And so I can't have both 8 and 9 because I don't have blue. And if I did 9 as blue, wait, no. If I chose blue as 8, 8 pairs with 2, so I can't have 7, 9, and 2, because 8 would force 7, blue being 8 would force 7 and 9 into my 24. But red is 2, and so I couldn't have 7, 9, and 2 in there. And if I did 9 for blue, then that means red is 3, and blue is 9, therefore the other 2 high digits are 7 and 8, but red is 3, so I can't do 7, 8, and 3. Therefore, I have to do 3, 5, 7, and 9. 3, 5, 7, 9. These two, not 9, and therefore 9 cannot be blue. And therefore this is 8, and 2, and 4. 5.
No. Yeah.
7. Yep. So this is 2, 5, and 5, 8. So this is 2, not a 5, not a 5, and I guess that could still be orange. 8. 8. Not 8. Not blue. Not an 8. Not a 4.
Box 7, 5/8 pair. Takes the 5
Takes the
out of
5
the...
out. Oh. And I have to have my, I have to have 5. So this is 4. These are not 4. 4 is not orange, therefore
Right.
6,
Column
4,
4.
6.
Oh, never mind. You already got it.
I
I was going
don't
to say the
have
5, so
gray.
that makes the 6, but you already have that. Well, orange and purple. Orange is 5.
1, 3, 5, 7. Don't have a 5 in here. 9, 7, 7, 9. 3, 9. 3. 5, 7 pair. 1, 2. 3, 1, 3. Not a 2. Not a 3. Not 3s, not 1 or 7.
3 is green, 5 is orange. The gray goes away.
And 3, 5 comes out. 2, 6. Because orange is ruled
Right.
out. Orange has to be in here. This, in fact, has to be orange 5. So 5 and 7, because my 5's here. In fact, this couldn't be a 5, 7, because that's 5, 7. So this is 4, this is 8. 8 is blue, 4 is gray. 5, 8. Blue, orange. 7, 5. Orange, not orange. 9, which is black. 7, 8, which is blue. 3, 4. 3, 4. Not gray, not green. Not gray, not green. Take that out because I don't need that anymore. 7, 1. Take all of that out for the moment. 4, 7. That's not resolved yet. 5, 8. Not resolved yet. 2, 5. Not resolved yet. 3. 4, 6, 9. Not a 9, not a 4. Oh, can't be 1, 7. 2, 6. 2 is red. 6 is silver. 4, 5, 2. Not a 4. 2 is red. 5 is orange. 3, 5. Not green, not orange. 1, not red. 3, 2. Red, not yellow.
3, 5, and 7.
3, 5, and 7. 3 here. 5, 7, 8, 5. Not orange, not blue. 3s are green. 7s are purple. 5s are orange. 1, 2, 5, 3. Not yellow, not green, not red, and not orange. We'll have those correct at the moment. And black is 9, so 4 and 7. This isn't purple. And 2, 8, 9, 5, and 3. Also not 8, which confused me. Not silver. Not 4 or 7, so not gray or purple. 1, 1, 6, and I guess neither of those are 6, so this must be. So this is not silver. Excuse me, it is silver, not yellow. And what's left over in this row? 1, which is
1 and
yellow,
2.
and 2, which is red, and this is 1, and that's 2. This is not yellow, this is not red, this is not black, this is green. So 7, 1, not purple, not yellow. And that's a yellow
Column 5
1,
has 1 and 9.
5, 5, 1 and 9. And this is the 1, that's the 9. This is yellow, this is black. This is not a 1 and not yellow. And what about column 7? 6, 9,
7.
and not this one. There's a 7.
2.
Red. Dying a horrible death. Gray is out. So this is black and silver. And this is 4, 6, and 9, which is all of my drab colors. 4,
4, 6, 9, and 8.
6, 9, 8. And this isn't 4, 6, or 9. It's 4, 6, and 9 is there. So 8. And this is not 6 because there. 8 is blue. 4 is gray. 9 is black. 4, 6, 9 triples. So 6, 9, 2, 7, 5, and 1. That gives us an 8 and a 3, which is green and blue. And I don't see
7.
a 7, which is purple. So
4
this
and
is
6.
4, which is gray. 7, which is not gray. And 1, which is yellow. 9, which is not gray. 7, 4. 4 is not purple. 7 is purple. 6, 4, 9. 9 is black. 4 is gray. 6 is not black. And
4 and
4
6.
is gray. And 6 is silver. Oh, and not silver 9 and silver 6. And the solution's correct. And we're done.
Did you like this puzzle?
It was a good puzzle. Like on that one. Pretty tough, but
The
I
top
remembered
corner's
the
still the
trick
wrong
up here.
color.
Oops. 4 is gray. Cool. All right, then that seems like that is the end of Sudoku for today. But yeah, so that will be the end of the stream. So I actually switched over here to stream end. Thank you all for watching, for everyone who did watch. And that will be it for about today. Bye-bye.